Dan's bike was having issues already. We were like 500 meters in. But to be fair, he was fucking quick on the bike.
So you fucking should be. It's a bicycle.
Yeah, but like he was. My legs had no power whatsoever. And
I just can't get the concept of how hard it is to ride a bike. Because it's easy.
But you also didn't get the concept of how hard it was to run 60k.
No, but I get that because I'm
you
like
were dying
my
at 30.
calves are sore and everything. But like,
Because it's like
there's gears.
there's gears, but you also want to just not have this incredibly high cadence where you're just spinning your legs out of control.
This would be a good topic to cover. How
Yeah, I was going to say, don't talk about it before
easy riding is.
we go. Yeah, shit. I haven't done this in a little while, so we're...
This is from your hometown.
I know. Snooze, we call it. Yeah. It definitely fires you up. Or makes you throw up. One or the other. More the latter for me. Okay, everything's working, I think. Let's have a little check here. So, Simon, what did you eat for breakfast today and what did you do for training?
I haven't eaten, and I just did a pump. I did a pump session.
So you lifted weights on no calories.
Yeah,
That feels like a bad idea.
Probably, yeah. Don't come to me for nutritional advice. I don't know what I'm doing.
Okay, well, audio sounds good. Alessio, how about you? What did you do for training and
I just had a
breakfast?
A light AK, no breakfast. Had a banana, like a miniature banana.
A miniature banana.
And just sipped on some electrolytes closer to the end of my run. So it was really good.
Man, we're all gone into this day fasting.
Nutrition on point. I don't really eat till like midday normally. Like I have like a shake or something like that, or like a banana, but I'm not.
So what do you have for? When do you eat dinner, and what do you eat for dinner?
Dinner I have like at 9 o'clock, just like standard.
Pretty late dinner.
Fucking midnight.
Yeah.
That's a late dinner.
Yeah, we only go to bed at like 10:30, 11ish.
Okay. And big dinner, big
dinner, decent dinner, and then lunch at like 3, because then I coach at 4, so it's kind of like if I eat lunch at midday, I'm like hungry as fuck going into coaching.
So you got a whole morning till 3 p.m. without eating?
I had breakfast at like probably midday.
Oh, okay, midday. Oh, yeah.
11 o'clock midday.
Okay. Well, that's kind of almost lunch.
You know? No, I don't know how people are hungry in the morning.
I'm not. I struggle eating in the morning.
Yeah, it's hard, eh?
I'm too busy shitting.
And it's also annoying if you go into training with a full stomach.
Yeah, it is. Like even an hour before a run, like you can't really eat. Can you? You know?
Very true. All right, well, it's all working. Well, we were meant to do this about the 60K. That's really what I wanted to do. Have a chat about your 60K event. It's been a little while since you did it, so I apologize that it hasn't happened before, but hey, here we are. So, first of all, we've got 2 guests on. Alessio, say hello. Yep.
Hello, everyone.
And Simon.
Hello.
Excellent. People will be able to differentiate those 2 voices easily. That's no problem. Well, back in November, both of you did the 60K.
Yep.
Yeah. So maybe let's start with explaining a little bit how that came about. Because from my conversation with you before that, you didn't sound very prepared, training-wise.
It just sort of evolved from... I did a little 30-day challenge, you know, that 30-day challenge that I did that was 10Ks a day. And then that gave me this false sense of security into thinking that I could run 60K straight. But that was also like mixed. That was like treadmills. That was like, it wasn't all on the road. So it was kind of felt like I could do whatever I wanted, you know?
Yeah.
I didn't really understand at the time that treadmills didn't really count as a run. So I'm posting it all over socials being like, look at me running 10K. But like, still, for a non-runner, like I feel like that was a good achievement. And then when I got back, we have a few of the boys in the 5 a.m., like Schultze and Joel and those guys that sort of were like talking about an ultra marathon, and I was like, why don't we just... And I came back from Italy with like this enlightenment that I was like, I wasn't smoking weed, so my brain was like thinking of things that I could do to, like, I guess, keep myself occupied, and that's what the running was doing. It was keeping my brain away from thinking that I need to fucking get high or whatever. And we were like, fuck it, let's just run like a 60K. And then Jack Gillespie was like, why don't we run Shelley to Palmy and back? And I was like, fuck, it's even far to drive, you know?
So that was
But-
so your first thought was like, okay,
Yeah, it was just
that's
like,
serious.
it started as a joke, really. And we were like, oh, we could do that. And then ended up being like, we were like, oh, would you do this? Would you do this? And then we asked Simon, and he was like, yeah, I'll do it. And then it was just ended up being how many of us?
For the 60,
12?
maybe like 12, yeah, 10
12?
to 12.
Pretty
That's,
good
yeah,
turnout.
do you remember everyone who did the full 60?
Yeah, by face. If you ask me to name them right now. I
Okay,
probably
okay, we'll skip that. But did you? I think you also had. Well, so you had also other distances in this event, right?
yes, we had like everyone meeting us along the way. So we had like the main one was at the 30K mark at Palm Beach, and they all just ran, and everyone was running like PB distances. Hey, like even
Over the distance, yeah.
all the 30K people were like had never run 30Ks before, so it was kind of cool. Then people met us at there was maybe a couple of people that met us before the 30 and ran like a marathon, like Timmy, Daru and all those guys.
Yeah.
And they had never run a marathon either.
He'd probably done something, but I think he wanted to like contribute more than
What,
the 30,
30?
but not
Okay.
quite the 60, you know.
Yeah.
And they regretted it straight away. They were like, we should have just met you at the start. But then we had a lot of people meet us on the way back to like 5K, 10K, 20K.
Okay.
It was kind of very inclusive. Hey, it wasn't
Yeah,
didn't
there was
feel
heaps of people that joined in along the way.
didn't feel elitist at all.
Yeah.
It felt like I was actually just surviving. This guy was sprinting the whole way, so it's probably a little bit different.
Yeah, Simon, how did you fit that into your training? Because I've asked you about doing. You know, I think I called you up 24 hours before I did Palmy to Manly, and you just said yes straight away without knowing about it. So how did you fit this into your training? And are you just like saying yes to most run offers that's coming up?
Yeah. I'm usually prepared to do something like that. I try to be anyway. So when he asked us, I said, yeah, sweet, we'll fit it in.
Yeah. And how many Ks a week are you doing roughly in a normal week?
Running,
Yeah.
probably around 60.
Yeah, wow,
50
okay.
to 60.
Yeah, yeah.
On like a big week, sometimes the runs just drop off because I'm focusing on swimming or riding,
Yeah.
but try to keep it pretty high.
Yeah, because there's not many people you can just call up and ask to do, 30K, 60K, and they're ready to do it the next day.
Not
a
many
good
people you
challenge.
want to do that with. Hey,
Oh, that's another
Yeah.
point too.
like,
Yeah. It's a
Yeah.
long time to spend with people.
Yeah. So just quick on you, Simon. Tell us a little bit about what your training is like now and what you're preparing for.
At the moment, I'm preparing for T100 in March in the Gold Coast and then going into Ironman Cairns in June. So
Okay.
training at the moment is mainly preparing for the T100 distance, and then after that, it'll step up a bit to prepare for the Ironman distance.
Because ultimately your goal is,
The ultimate goal, is Kona,
Yeah.
to qualify for Kona.
yeah.
That's a distant goal at the moment, but it's a goal nonetheless. So
you've done a full Ironman though, hey?
yeah. But I just got to
You've done a
get.
couple, yeah, I think.
I've done one full and 3 halves.
Oh, yeah,
So
yeah.
Cairns will be my second full.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's crazy, that you've done that. It feels like it's been 2 years since you left us to go and do that.
It has.
It's like
Yeah.
run 2 Ironman, or an Ironman, full Ironman and 2 halves.
Yeah.
So explain
Crazy.
quickly to people who might not know the 70.3, T100, and full Ironman and Kona. Like, how
Yeah.
are they all?
So T100 is its own thing. It's not part of Ironman at all.
Mm-hmm.
It's its own triathlon body. That's a 2K swim, a 80K ride, and an 18K run. And then the 70.3 is obviously half an Ironman,
Mm-hmm.
1.9, 90, 21 run, and then the full distance Ironman, which
Yeah.
is, everyone knows that.
So T100 is almost.
1.9.
Do you consider that a sprint for an Ironman or not really? I mean,
Oh,
most
it's
people-
on the lower end of
Yeah.
the distance, yeah. So
it's about pace,
It's
right?
just shy of a 70.3, so you can push that bit harder.
Yep.
But I've never done the T100 before, so it'll be interesting to see.
Yeah,
Just
There's
sort
just
of how
different
hard you
organizations.
Yeah, yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
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 Because Ironman is like we talked about it the other day. It's like it's just its own private entity.
Yeah.
Similar way that CrossFit is its own thing.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
they just own the naming right of anything that's Ironman, right?
Yeah,
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 yeah.
So, but T100's sick. They've really taken off. It's huge now.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's really cool.
And then how do you qualify to Kona?
You just got to get a decent time which is now because everyone's just getting quicker and quicker. You're probably looking at like sub 10, sub 10:30.
Sub 10 for
In a
full
full-
Ironman.
Full, yeah.
Any
And then, well, a qualifying event, yeah. They're all like, not all of them are qualifying for world champs, but they'll have certain numbers allocated for your age group for that race that can go to Kona.
Yeah.
And they do the roll down at the end. So if I get a certain time, but all the people before me aren't there, it will just roll down to the next person until they fill all the slots. So if
Yeah.
you're not there, you miss out.
So there's a lot of people that don't necessarily want to go to Kona.
Yeah, there'll be
And
some
they'll-
people that don't really care. They
Or that
just
have been.
just get a mad time and they're like, yeah, cool, and just.
And it's also expensive
Fuck
though, to go to
those
Kona.
Oh, dude, it's
Yeah.
it's like, I think it's like $2.5 US thousand.
Just get to the start
for
line.
the fucking ticket, and then you
Then you got to fly a bike over.
Then you got to get
Yeah.
there.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah, then
It's a
you
wild
gotta
sport,
Go
eh?
to Hawaii and pay for all that.
Yeah.
So
Mention your bicycle. Fucking hell.
yeah, and then you got to get everything there.
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
just a
It's a
How do you
big
get
day
a
out.
bike over? You just put it on
bike
as
bag.
baggage
it's just
and you take it apart.
yeah, you put it in the big bike bags and it's just oversized luggage. Same with
Never even thought of it.
anything in surfboard or whatever.
Hmm.
Yeah.
No.
It's crazy. All right, let's go back to the 60K. Walk us, both of you. Let's start at the beginning. I think you started at Shelley.
You storytell for a while.
Yeah, yeah. We started at Shelley. We met there at was it 3:30 or 4 a.m.
3:30 to start at 4.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we were all
Took off at 4.
everyone sort of dribbled in, pretty tired, pretty unkeen. No one
Slept
really,
about 4 hours.
no one was really energetic at that time. So then we all just took off and started running. We started super slow, which was nice. And everyone was just at a real conversational pace for the first, probably halfway to Palmy.
Yeah,
And then it
good
started to
15.
spread out a bit. People were dropping off, people were taking off, and it was just sort of became a bit longer. And
Yeah. So
Barrenjoey Road Hill was probably the separator, like when you
Yeah.
kinda started to take off a little bit.
yeah,
Him and Dave
Reynolds?
Dave Reynolds.
Yeah.
Little fucking rabbit.
he's he called me at the end. I was like,
Simon
I kept
was there.
turning around to see like who was behind me, and I got to Freshy Pool on the way back, and I just hit a wall, and I had nothing left. I turned around, and there's Dave just running up to me and just runs past me. He's like, "Come on!" And I'm like,
Probably
"Oh."
talking to you as well.
Yeah, he was so fine, and he just took off, and I'm just like, "Fuck."
really,
It wasn't a race, but
He's-
Yeah,
it's always
yeah.
a race.
Man,
Yeah.
you actually did well to go against him. He's also like 70 kilos,
Yeah, he's nuts.
Yeah.
probably dripping wet, but he's like, just doesn't look like he's ever trying and just sprints past you.
Yeah.
Crazy.
He just came out. Kept looking back, and I could see like down the hill, and I couldn't see anyone. And then all of a sudden, he was just like right behind me. I was like,
I couldn't see anyone either. They were just too far in front.
you just seeing spots at
I
that
can't
point.
believe that I came fucking dead last.
I love
To
seeing
be
the
fair,
video.
it did make me happy seeing you crawl into the 30K mark, thinking,
Like,
man, we
fuck,
got another
man.
30 to go, and he's
Yeah.
hurting. I was like, this is good.
I heard a rumor about the 30K mark up at Palmy about Alessio. Well, I don't know what happened. Like, where were you at mentally and physically at 30K?
Like going the hill down into Palmy, I was like, I just know that I'm fucked. Like, I just knew that the way that I was like going down hills was not right.
Heavy on the quads, they're going down
Like
when you're
quads,
tired.
fucking like feet, everything. And then I just bought new shoes the day before.
That you ran in.
Yeah, the guy lied to me. It was at
Got the shop.
You're kidding.
yeah,
The 16-year-old at the shop lied to you.
The guy on commission lied. They said I was like, I heard that you're supposed to go a couple of sizes up, and he was like, oh, half a size would be sweet, and I was like, all right, whatever. And I knew in the back of my mind, I was like, I'm an 11 and a half. If I get a 12, it's probably going to be the same thing because they're going to swell. So I got a 12, and fucking 10, 15 Ks in, like I felt like I was running like this. So I
Toes
was just
curled
like
up.
going down the hills. I had to like, by the end, I had to turn around and just like walk down the hills backwards because I couldn't even like push into my shoes anymore. But If I had bigger shoes, I would have been up with Simon.
There's always an excuse.
Who buys brand new shoes the day before a long race?
And
like
he
that?
said that it was fine. Like Asics, you don't have to break Asics in. And I was like,
Break every shoe in.
like,
Yeah. I don't think it's got anything to do with the brand.
Yeah.
seriously.
Wow.
Ridiculous.
Okay, so you get to Palmy.
Yep.
Do you have a little rest or
I did lie down.
all the way?
I had we had like a
horizontal?
good fuel plan. Like fuel wise, I felt sweet. Like everything was like had like 8 bottles of like 2 liter bottles of electrolytes. Drinking the whole time. Had some like.
Were you carrying them on you?
bananas. Nah. We had like the girls
Yeah,
following us
great.
the whole time. So I just like fill my Camelback up and drink it. So like everything was sweet, no cramps.
They were
no,
saviors, those girls,
Oh
bringing
my
all
God, that
the
was the
aid
best.
stations along the way.
We'd be fucked. With that, mate.
They saved the day,
Oh my
honestly.
God.
Yeah,
It was
maybe
so
give
good.
who helped out with that?
That was Cherie and
Suri and Jess.
Jess, yeah.
They
Yeah.
were-
They just
were
had a
real
car
good.
full of snacks and
Everything, well, water, bananas, lollies, whatever you need, they had it all along the way. And they just drove ahead and would stop and we would come up and grab
Just
what we
winged
needed.
it. Winged it as well.
They
Like,
was
they
fucking-
didn't plan it.
they were
just
amazing.
like were
That's
there.
awesome.
Every time
Yeah.
you thought you were fucked, they would be.
It would have
there
been
to say,
impossible to do the run without them.
Yeah.
yeah,
supplying
crewing
all
is a
that.
big part of doing
Massive,
it.
yeah.
The longer
You can only
distance, yeah.
carry so much stuff on you.
Okay,
But yeah, like
so you at Palmy you laid up horizontal.
lay down. Yeah, fuck, I was fucked.
I'd never
It's
be able to get
30K.
up again.
Oh, actually, I did that 30K trail run like not long before that, so it gave me like a bit of confidence getting to 30.
The hills on the way out
But
there.
like fucking hell, like even after the trail run, I don't know why I didn't think of this, but like after the trail run, it was only 30, and it was actually 32. They lied to us. But
You're getting lied to
I
a lot
lay
of
down,
running.
and Ches was there actually like supporting on that one as well, but she couldn't be with us the whole time, so she just
Yeah.
ended up playing with Benji or whatever, and then met us at the end. I couldn't get up at the end, so I don't know what the fuck made me think that I could do another 30 on top of that. I was like just sculling Coke Zeros, just trying to like stay alive. I don't know why I sculled zeros, but
Well, yeah, why zeros? You
I
want
don't know.
the
I
sugar.
just like
Yeah,
zero.
sure,
I'd
yeah.
rather the taste of the zero than the sugar of the sugar. You know.
Oh man, when you're doing when
By
you're
that
running,
point,
though,
I don't really give
I think you want the sugar when you're
Yeah, I
running
know.
like that. Nothing beats it, eh? But then, what are
Yeah.
you thinking? You got
And then
all
you,
the way
like,
to Manly
you
to
just
go.
know that Barrenjoey Road's there. Like, I didn't mind so much about the uphill because I was like, you can just walk up hills if you need to. And then the downhill started going down fucking Whale Beach Road. Like, that was next level. I had Ronan and Jack Anthill with me, and it was like hilarious the whole time. Also, like they were actually trying, and I was at the back end of my run, so it felt really good because they were like struggling and they just started at Palm Beach. So I was like, okay, this feels actually okay. And then like I don't know how I actually stayed in it, to be honest, because I was like,
It's a
truly
long way to
fucked.
go from Palmy or Whaley
Mm.
to Manly, hey?
Yeah, I just felt like a big oaf, like a big dinosaur just running along the road that, you know.
The videos of you from the beginning and then to the end,
Oh,
like you are
dude.
just shuffling, hey?
Shuffling. But I felt like I was moving. Like I was I was holding like a 450 at the end, you know, along from
What?
from
You
from
fucking were not.
from Queensy to
Shelley.
to Shelley. I was holding like a 450, but I was on like
back moving.
another cloud, like I was flying because I was like,
You know it's the end.
it was fun.
Yeah.
But yeah, I was alive and well by the end, you know.
So how long did it take you? Well, both of you have slightly different times, I think, because you finished it.
Yeah.
Only slightly.
Mine
It took
was
6.
6 hours, yes. We got 6 hours on the dot.
I was 7 on the dot, pretty much.
Dang, that's 6. I mean, they're
Yeah.
both good, but like 6 hours is pretty quick.
6 hours is quick.
Yeah.
That's like a whole. And like, think about from, you know, what's fucked is that when you get to the back end of a run like that, and say you're like on just a normal day, and you get to Queensy, and you're like, oh, let's just run from Queensy to Shelley, and it's like, what is it? Nothing.
Nothing.
Really.
Yeah.
And you're like, that's 20 minutes away, right? Yeah. You know, you're like, fucking hell, I've got another 20 minutes of running, and it's like, I can't believe like the difference, because that would just be a little trot.
Yeah.
You know?
It feels
But
so
couldn't
far, eh?
believe it.
Because your legs are all
Oh.
just so heavy and seized up.
Like you
The
can't
last
even
few
imagine.
K were slow.
Like how bad
I won't
was
run- I wasn't-
Curly? Curly was like from there to Manly was like that was like 3 days. That was bad.
Yeah, it wasn't. I've never struggled like that running up those hills before in my life. They were tough.
Yeah, were you? How was your run, Simon? Did you have any areas where it was just like
It
brutal,
surprisingly felt pretty good for 90% of it because we started so slow and such a nice pace. You didn't really feel sore until maybe like
So slow.
20 k's to go is when you started to feel a bit
Yeah.
drained, and then by 10k to go, I was pretty fucked.
Yeah. Also, because you know in your head at 20 k's to go, it's still like 20 k's is a fair amount. It's
Yeah,
not
but
like
just
a
knowing
short-
how much elevation there was as well coming up.
Yeah.
But it was good. Like I had heaps of gels on me, carb drinks, and just everything that the girls brought as well. So that was lucky. But I think I missed all the aid stations on the way back
Yeah,
because they weren't there.
I don't think they could catch up to it. It was like, do we let the guys die at the back or do we support Simon on his
I
finish?
just got left alone. They were like, "Good work." I'm like, thanks.
Because you had a pretty nice day too. It was warm, yeah. Was it?
Yeah, it was warm, but it rained a little bit, I think,
Okay.
throughout it.
Yeah, it was
Didn't it
actually-
sprinkle?
It was perfect.
It was
weather,
nice weather,
right
though.
at the- only
Yeah.
because we were an hour longer that did the sun come out. Yours, I don't think you would have even caught the sun, really.
It did at the back end of it, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, it got real dark towards the end.
Did you take any sodium stuff like that, or?
Yeah.
Because
got
that's
it.
like for the cramping and everything.
Yeah.
Hey, that's,
Luckily, I
yeah.
didn't cramp at all. Like my body felt pretty good considering I had never run that distance before. So it was
What starts to break down then for you?
my hammies just get so tired. My hammies and my calves get so
Even at
tired.
60 kilos.
I'm still like 92 kilos. Excuse me. Yeah, my hammies give out before anything.
Yeah. Wow.
And then I feel like I can't get a stride. I'm
Can't
just
open
sort of,
lips.
yeah.
dragging your
I'm
legs,
just shuffling along and
Yeah.
it sucks. But
yeah. You're not like pulling your heels up towards you.
no, I
Like,
feel
you're
like
just
I'm
barely
just,
coming off
just
the
going
ground.
like this towards the end of it.
Yeah. It's just a shuffle.
Because you were actually, like, I reckon if you ran, like, I was watching you at the start and you run like a runner in the sense that you like recover your heels. And if you ran like an ultra marathon runner from the start, I reckon you would have had hammies to give at the end.
Yeah,
You know what I
probably,
mean?
yeah,
But you were just
yeah.
running like you were fresh.
Yeah.
And you were fucking bounding like a leapfrog. And then you probably just used all the gas.
Yeah,
That's just my running advice if you want to take it on.
Yeah. Yeah.
Next time you run 60 Ks.
I'd like to do it again and see what
Well, you're
time
doing
we
the
get.
100 with me, aren't you? In July?
No.
You said.
No, I didn't. What 100?
What 100 are you doing?
There's a...
I saw you post something online. I had a giggle to myself. I was like, he's back on his bullshit, thinking he can do everything.
It actually it was more the marketing that got me because it was this like red line that was just, like the Strava line.
yeah,
that was
yeah,
just
yeah.
going around like the whole Northern Beaches and
The
it just
follow
never
cam.
stopped.
Is it the Northern Beaches run?
100
yeah.
of the Northern Beaches.
Starts, I think it starts like Seaforth Oval. And then it goes through like all of that national park there by like Roseville and like
Oh, wow. Okay, so
everywhere.
all through the
like
back.
Look at that. You probably put it on this podcast. It's called Some 100. There's a 30, a 50, and a 100.
And are you going to do the 100?
I think I'll try. Like, I feel like I can't go from 60 to
I didn't
50
know this.
now because it's like I've
No,
already,
you can't.
I've already done that.
Yeah.
And I'd only really have time for like one thing. There's like this, and then there's going to be the backyard ultra. Will be the back end of the year. I can't do the early one because we got Torian. So it's like
Yeah.
if I do the backyard ultra 3 weeks before Torian, my team's going to fuck me up. So it's like
Yeah. You still got to have the open. Because you're still crossfitting and trying
Yeah.
to make Torian, yeah?
yeah.
Like you said? Yeah.
I can't stop. It's like I own a CrossFit gym. So
But you're leaning way more towards, well, not way more, but you are leaning a lot towards running now, hey?
I'm going to do it seasonal. I think I've decided that, like, when you're a kid and you're, like, playing soccer one season and you're playing football the next or you're playing cricket the next season, and it's like you're looking forward to each season.
Yeah.
I feel like if I do that throughout my whole life, it's not going to be as boring, Because I get bored. Like, I can't just go, like, all in on one thing. It's like then I'm ignoring this thing that I've been improving my whole life, you know? Like, I just did 10 years of CrossFit. I'm not just going to stop and just go fucking run because I'm having a midlife crisis, you know? Like, I got to keep
That's what Simon did, wasn't it?
Yeah, I just stuck with it.
Well, that's a good point, though. How come you changed, Simon? Because you used to CrossFit a little bit more, and then you just went back to tries, yeah?
Yeah, well, I never done tries before until like the start.
You were doing nothing before CrossFit.
No, I was just doing like weights, and then I started doing. And Les convinced me
wasn't even an
to come
endurance
try.
guy.
I was doing. I wasn't endurance at all. I hated running.
Like, he was the least fitness person
yeah,
in the whole gym.
He would put on like a block run at the OG tribe, and he's like, "Go run!" I'm like, "Fuck off!"
He wouldn't even do a block run.
It was like
That's
800
crazy
meters. and I
to
would
think about, hey?
Flat out refused to do it.
And a block run was what, 800 meters or 600?
Yeah.
Yeah, it wasn't far at all.
Didn't
And
even
I
have to
would-
run it fast. You just had to
I
run
would
it.
flat out refuse, and then like the start of COVID is when I started running because everything shut down.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
went through some shit personally, and then running was the only thing I could think of that would.
I mean,
sorta-
having demons is always good for running.
Yeah,
It's actually quite crazy, eh? Like,
Just got to line up a
The
demons
hypnosis
behind you, and you're just like, go.
motivated me to do the hard things. Like what that would, it would take my mind off everything else that was going on. So that's why I started running.
Yeah.
And then you just start to see little improvements here and there, little wins, and it gets addictive. And then like then I signed up to a marathon, did that. Then I thought, fuck, I'll get a bike and I'll start doing tries. And
How'd you go in that marathon? How was that?
terribly. Like
Was you very
I
first?
didn't have, I didn't have a smartwatch. I had.
You were as prepared as Alessio
I
usually
had
is.
nothing. I just
Did you buy shoes before, a day before the race?
dude, I was just running and I had no clue where I was. I had no idea about pacing. I just ran and I eventually got to the finish line and that was it.
What was your time?
It was like 4.5 hours.
That's not too bad.
It's pretty bad.
I think that's what I was at
I think-
when I was at the marathon pace on the 60K.
4.5 hours.
I'm pretty sure. It makes sense.
Yeah,
Well, that makes sense.
7
Yeah.
hours.
Because you said when I spoke to you before it, you said you wanted to do 3 hours for the 30K. I was like,
Yeah.
that's kind
Which
of
we
moving.
did. Which
Yeah, you
we-
did, but
we
then
kind
you,
of did.
you died a bit in the
Then we
arse on the
died,
way back.
yeah.
Because the marathon hit sort of halfway back up Newport Hill towards Mona Vale. That's where I noticed the marathon was on
Yes.
the way back.
Yes.
And that
I
was a
like,
brutal hill
oh
to
my
run up.
God, how do people run a fucking 2-minute marathon? You're like,
Two
honestly,
hour marathon, yeah.
even a fucking 3-hour marathon. Like,
That's wild.
what are you
Everyone's
doing?
it's like a thing now to go sub
They're on fucking
sub 3,
8
sub
or something.
2:30 for a
2:30.
marathon.
Yeah, that's Ned Brock.
It's insane.
Ned did a 2:30 in London. That's quick.
It's insane.
It's
You'd like
so
to
quick.
think that you can, right? Like, you look at it. You look at it.
Here we go.
You look at a
Guy
half.
thinks he can do it really
You look at a half marathon, right? What do you run a 10K in? Let's call it 45.
Yeah.
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 Double it. That's 20K.
Yeah. That's how it works.
Then we double that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's 3, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Like,
Fatigue
I
doesn't set in. It's not a thing.
Fatigue is not a thing. You can keep
I
going.
understand. But again, if you're 60 kilos running with fucking ultra boosts, I would also run a
Carbon
fucking
shoes.
3-hour marathon.
You are carrying a lot of weight to
Like-
be running with.
Like, you can't
You're over
tell me
100
that
kilos,
that's
aren't
like.
you?
No, I'm 100
Yeah.
max.
That's
But
a lot. That's a
still,
lot of weight to be running with.
Can you imagine? Like, Kipchoge wouldn't even know that he's on the floor. He'd just be floating.
He's flying. He's literally flying.
Yeah, literally. I would love to know what it feels like, just so I can stop talking shit about it. You know, like those guys are like
Wild.
It would be really enjoyable to run
Yeah.
at that weight.
Really
Yeah.
easy.
No, I don't know about like because as you know, like even with CrossFit, like as you get better, you go faster, so it's not necessarily easier.
It's kind of harder,
So-
isn't it?
I would like.
Yeah.
I would say it's easier to beat their weight, but to run it at like a fucking 2-hour pace is probably a lot harder than what my 4.5-hour pace is. You know.
Yeah, good point. It's
Like,
probably awful, to
They're
be
holding
honest.
like 180 heart rates the whole way through, so that's still
Yeah.
fucking impressive. You know.
It's wild. I've always said that I think it's way, way harder to try and get a really good time for a marathon than to try and go the 100Ks, 200Ks.
I reckon so
Like,
for sure.
Yeah.
Getting-
anything
going
with
fast,
intensity,
Yeah.
anything
Even
with
like a 10K or 20K,
Yeah.
do it fast.
Yeah.
That's
A
be
5K.
awful.
A 5K is
Yeah.
fucking disgusting.
Sub 20-minute 5K is like a big goal for a lot of people. That's
fucking hard.
fast.
yeah.
That's really fast. Okay, so what's the next, besides the 100K and the CrossFit, do you have anything on the calendar that you really want to hit?
I really want to hit 100 miler at some point in my life.
The mile. So there, here we go. The Cozzy or the Blue Mountain?
Cozzy will be fine.
2027 then.
You should just shoot over and do Moab.
Yeah.
I was like,
Well, he probably needs to call. He probably needs to do that first anyway.
In the back of my mind, Moab is there for sure. Because I know that once I like let go of CrossFit and I let go of my ego a little bit, I could probably drop down to like, let's call it 85 kilos
Holy moly.
of bones.
Yeah.
And like actually try something like that, or like go down like Simon's route and go like triathlons and all that sort of stuff. But like specifically events, I don't really have anything planned. I'd like to do more charity stuff. Like I've been speaking to Pat Farmer a little bit about like a few different things that we could do to raise money. Like I'm not motivated to run for myself, you know, like we ran that 60K for the Black Dog Foundation, and that was like motivation enough to like keep going. But I can't be like, oh, I want to run that because I really want this time. It's not for that. It's just I'm doing it because a lot of people are doing it with me, or we're doing it for a reason. I'm not fucking just gonna. I don't love running. Like I don't. It's not.
I don't think anyone does.
It's not my passion.
Yeah.
You know. Neither is CrossFit my passion. I do it because it serves a purpose. It's not like. I don't know.
Yeah, you need a reasoning behind it
Yeah,
for sure.
it's,
Yeah.
there's no specific race.
Especially for 100 mile.
And then, you know, like you could be prepping for the race, and then you're like, your knees blow out, or you need to like take a back step because the kids are fucking sick or whatever. And it's like, I don't want to put pressure on it in that sense.
Yeah.
So, Backyard Ultra, end of the year is my.
Yeah. When is the second one? Because there's one in April.
Yeah.
And then.
Is it like October or something?
I wouldn't do a backyard ultra.
How come?
It just sounds awful. It sounds awful. I'd
wanna do
rather
Kona?
I'd rather do that than a backyard ultra.
So explain the Backyard Ultra, because it's a pretty cool event, and it's also not many spots there. You know that?
Not many spots, no.
Yeah.
I think they've only got like 80 spots left or something like that.
I think it's 500 tickets they sell. I think something like that.
Total.
So it's not. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not many. But explain what it is.
This one that's coming up this year is, as in early in the year, is almost sold out, I reckon.
I agree.
Backyard Ultra, 6.7 Ks every hour on the hour for as long as you can. Last man standing. One person can't be going by themselves. So as soon as there's like two people, as soon as there's one person left, it ends, which is kind of weird because you never really, like you can only set the record if you've got someone just as good with you.
What happened last year,
you know?
apparently,
Yeah.
So what does the winners do? How far long are they going for?
Oh my God. Like, so what did you get? 72 hours or something like that? More?
I think it's 3-4 days. Yeah.
Like, it's crazy shit. Like, I ran actually, I did a 10K with Mitchie the other day. And I got to the end of the 10K and I was like, that's like 3K less than the Backyard Ultra. And I'm thinking in my head that I'm going to run like 100 Ks or whatever it is. You know?
Have you tried
It's
it
pretty fucking
to
hard.
just do a few of them?
No,
You
I've
haven't-
never
nah.
done one. Never done one. I was thinking maybe one morning I'd wake up at like 3 a.m. and just go and like do my own Backyard Ultra.
You'd
but
be able to
like
do it
run
just
along.
around like Narrabeen Lake and just run the 6.7 and then
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
just,
and just
walk for the hour, then do another and
Yeah.
just see how you go for a few hours to give you a bit of.
But the problem,
Bit of
I think
insight.
the problem would be, the big challenges would be when you start losing sleep, right?
Yes.
Because it's like people are doing it for 10 hours is obviously 67 Ks, and then if you do 20 hours, it's about 120. So if you're trying to get 100 Ks, you're going to be awake for a long time.
Yeah. Well, the sleep I'm not concerned with because I don't sleep anyway. You know, like that's like even the 60K. I went to sleep at probably midnight, and we woke up at 3. So it's not like this. The sleep deprivation is where I come to my own. You know,
Okay.
it's like
That's good.
where I'm like okay, but it's more like the body breaking down, being able to stomach that much food. You know, they've got to constantly like eat, and I'm not really an eater.
Yeah, you need
Like,
carbs there the whole time. Yeah.
But I think it's either way. Like it's a good challenge. Like you don't lose. There's no loss. You just do what you can and then.
And I've actually heard it's pretty fun.
Yeah,
because
I heard the vibe's sick.
everyone, because a normal ultra, or even like your 60K, everyone starts to get spread out. So you lose people.
Yeah,
Whereas in
yeah.
the ultra, backyard ultra, you always start with
Come
everyone.
back to your friend. I didn't even think of that.
Yeah.
That's actually a good point because that was really sad about the 60K that we did. Like, you think, I thought in my head, like, I had like him with me at one point. I had like Zara with me at one point, and I was like, oh, this is going to be pretty cool running along all together. And then by the end, they're all fucked off without me. So it was like me just surviving with whoever felt sorry for me, you know? Makes it like a little
feel
bit
that bad for you to run with
unenjoyable.
you.
Like,
Yeah.
but I think it would be a cool event. I think it would be a cool community event. We've got about 10 guys that are doing it from here as well, with big support groups that we
Sick.
can just sort of tack onto.
Yeah.
So I just,
I know
don't know.
Dave Reynolds doing that as well.
Yeah,
I don't know what one he's doing, though.
I don't think he'll ever stop.
Yeah,
I
I
think they'll have
he's
to call the
fucking
event
nuts.
off.
No.
He's actually a little bit mentally fucked as well.
You got to
One of
be.
those-
You got to
one
be
of
to do
those
that.
guys.
Yeah.
know?
Yeah.
It's wild going for 3 days.
Is he doing
Yeah.
the one in the end of the year or the mid-year one?
Early.
Yeah.
Early.
It's in April, I think.
I wouldn't mind 24 hours. That would be a cool goal.
Yeah, I think most people either have that as a goal or 100K, unless you're in one of the cycles. But yeah,
Yeah.
100Ks or 24 hours.
24
Yeah.
hours would be cool. I heard there was a massive drop off at 24 hours. Like as soon as people get there, like
Yeah.
the mental
Yeah.
switch off
Yeah.
is like,
Yeah.
They're
Then you
like
got to do
done.
one more.
yeah. Well, that's what I was thinking. I was like, fuck, surely you get to 24, you do
Fine.
one more.
Yeah.
Like,
Okay, here's a question for both of you, really. Well, let's go Simon first, because of what you were saying before, like how you didn't have an endurance background, which I didn't know until today, and then how you kind of got into it now and you're doing tries. Do you think your genetics and body is like more suited to that or to lifting weights? Because you started lifting weights.
Yeah,
Like
no,
how?
definitely for what I'm doing now.
Yeah.
I just kept getting injured doing CrossFit, and I'd have all these niggles and aches and pains and stuff going wrong all the time when I was trying to PB my squad or
nothing against CrossFit. There's more Simon.
mate.
Tall, long
There's
levers.
just so many injuries, and as soon as I started doing this, I've been sweet. I had bad patella tendonitis when I was trying to squat heavy, and as soon as I started running, it all went away. And if I don't do much load bearing stuff on my like maxing out my squat, I'm fine.
Yeah.
I obviously have to do a lot of single leg isolation stuff, but
That's what I was going to ask next is like, because you're still doing a lot of strength training, but you just
Yeah.
adjusted a little bit, yeah?
yeah, I just don't. I'm not trying to do 1RM squats or anything like that. It's a lot of single leg isolated movements just to get my legs strong,
Yeah.
but not strong in the sense that I can squat 150 or anything like that. Like that just doesn't interest me.
More like an injury prevention, right?
Exactly. Yeah.
So what does your training week look like now? How do you structure it?
I try and do three swims, 3 rides, 3 runs, and
Get so much.
weights, like my weight training in there as well.
And how many weight sessions do you have?
Two generally, and
Yeah.
then, but if I'm just feeling fucked and I don't want to run, or I'll just sub it out for something else. Sub it
Okay.
out for a weight sesh or a recovery sesh or something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not religious with my plan. If I don't feeling it, I just will change it to something else.
Yeah.
I don't want to push my body to the point where I'm not enjoying my training.
Mm.
I want to do it so I enjoy it. And if I don't feel like doing it, I'm not going to force I'll do something, but I'm not going to force myself to do something that I'm really, really not feeling at the time.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
And are you getting coached, or are you doing it yourself, or?
I'm doing it myself.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, I use ChatGPT for
Yeah?
most of it. Yeah. And so that's what I like. But I don't like my mates that are really into tries, and they get coached, and they kept saying that, you need to get a coach, But for me, I like doing it because I want to do it.
Yeah.
I don't want to be told that this is what I have to do. I really like doing it on my own time and my own page and what I want to do. And
That suits
I
you.
still
eh?
want to get all my sessions done and make sure I'm doing a good job, but I don't want to be told that I need to go and do this. I want to do it on my own time.
It's your personality.
That's
I think.
literally the reason he started doing fucking long distance running. So he doesn't have to listen to a
Just
coach.
out by
Yeah.
himself.
Yeah.
Okay, and then if you look at like let's say one more, a smaller view of your training, like one session. Today's Monday. Let's say tomorrow's Tuesday. What do you got on tomorrow?
I've just got an hour spin and a light zone 2 run. So I'll get up in the
How
morning.
far is the light zone 2 run?
It's just an hour. It's just a chill session. So it'll be like maybe 10K, 12K, just
Yeah.
to get the feet moving. I'm trying to focus a lot on like my zone 2 stuff at the moment. Going for longer and just keeping the heart rate really, really low.
And do you keep an eye on that the whole time during the run? Like
Yeah.
just on your watch?
Your watch sort of says what heart rate zone you're in, but sometimes it'll jump into zone 3. Then you just
As soon as you look at it.
You see, yeah.
Yeah.
It's like as soon as I lift my arm, my heart rate spikes, and I think, fuck. But
Sneak it in.
every zone 2 run is basically a zone 3 run.
Yeah.
I think I've only done one run when I've been in like true zone 2 the whole time.
You hit a little incline at zone 3.
Yeah, like you step over a rock and it shoots up. Like it's just
Step
shit.
off a sidewalk.
Yeah.
But
Zone
I'm a
2
big
is kind of
believer in
hard,
zone 3. Zone 3 is like where
Zone
the
3 is
money's
nice.
at.
Is zone 3 zone 3 is the new zone 2?
3 is nice.
I get zone 2. I get it. And like you're getting Ks on the legs and that's all great. But like,
Yeah, I
don't you want to
agree.
challenge yourself a little bit?
You're seeing like some runs I got to do like a 2-hour long zone 2 run, and you'll see it like the 40-minute mark on my thing.
When the music
I'm just
kicks
like
in.
fucking over it. The paces just
go
kick
off
off, and
field.
you're just like, nah, I'm done. I'm that's enough. I'm gonna run now.
Yeah.
What's
I reckon it's more stressful sometimes to try and run zone 2.
it's
you know?
very slow.
Like
it's really slow.
and even on the joints, like I feel like
It's a lot of
I
pressure.
can't find a rhythm because I'm not moving
The steps
forward.
are so slow.
You know, and then you're running a fucking like you could be running like a 10k tempo piece where you're actually holding decent paces, and you look at your watch and it's like 1:30, and you're like, "Fuck, dude, I was at 1:50 yesterday when I was running a 6-minute pace." You know.
Yeah.
But then when you're in a rhythm, it's slower, so it's kind of
Yeah.
like a bit strange.
So why are people saying that you should be training a lot in zone 2?
So that you can recover quicker and do more runs like day after day after day, right?
Yeah.
Like it's
Okay.
more so lower CNS taxing, so that you can get more Ks on the legs in general. But at the same time, I think maybe for Gen Pop that run twice a week, probably not so beneficial. You know,
Yeah.
I feel like there's a lot of people out there like going against zone 2 for the general population because you're not doing enough Ks to warrant just running a fucking slow zone. You may as well just go for a walk if you want to go for a zone 2. You
Well,
know?
that is a good point because walking is pretty much zone 2, isn't it?
Yeah. I mean,
But that's also good though for people to go
Yes.
for walks. Like I think
Yeah.
that's even less stress on the joints.
yes,
Do you know what I mean?
yeah,
Yeah.
it's cool if you're a mum or something.
I think the pace that you had at Queen's Inner Shelley on that 60k was basically walking.
Well, that's the thing too.
But that was like a kid next to you that were
like,
walking at the same pace.
like you look at the data on that, and that was like I would say mostly zone 2. And that's what's frustrating about,
Which it probably should be though, yeah?
which it probably
Yeah.
should be, but like pretty crazy. It's like running's a sport where it's like you think endurance and you think heart rate, and you're like, oh, if you're a super fit person, you can just run forever. But it's your body breaking down way
Yeah.
quicker than your heart rate starts to like get involved, you
Yeah.
know, which is frustrating because I'm a fit person
Yeah.
aerobically, and I want to use my fitness, but I can't use my fitness because my legs won't.
Yeah. Your
listen,
hamstrings are going
you know?
or
Yeah.
like something. Yeah.
Yeah, which
Yeah.
is why I want to start riding bicycles, like these triathlon guys.
But yeah, because so when you do long distance on the bike, Simon, does anything go then, or is it just?
Like I get, because you're in the aero position, you want to be in the aero position for as long as possible. You got to train in that position. But I get this knot in the back of my neck
That's so uncomfortable.
ruins me.
Yeah.
I don't know how to stop it or what to do, but it's only on the left side, and it's only just like below my, like next to my trap. I get this pain that just will not. And as soon as it starts, you can't get rid of it. It's torture.
Because you're just in that position
You're
the whole time.
You're just
eh?
locked in like this. You just want to be as comfortable in that position for as long as possible.
Yeah.
Very hip flexory.
Yeah, yeah.
Like I don't
Well,
find that
you're
comfortable.
leant
at all.
over like that, and you're trying to keep your core pretty still and just move your legs, but then you're holding your head up in this unnatural position.
Oh,
and
yeah.
It just,
Because I
Yeah.
guess your back is kind of hunched, but then your neck's got to
yeah,
arch a
you
little
sort
bit.
of, you get a good position. Like you got to find where you're most comfortable in your position, but you just get this. I get this knot in my neck, and I don't know how to get rid of it.
Yeah, yeah.
But you just got to deal with it and suck it up, and hopefully
Yeah.
you're all right.
So you went for a ride yesterday?
Yeah, I went for a ride yesterday.
Yeah.
Yeah,
How far?
we just did 60k.
Yeah, out west.
Yeah, we went out around.
Puts just in front of every distance.
Yeah, I know. It's rude.
Well, it's not a long ride, really. When you're doing
180.
when you need to do 180 for a race, you kind of like you should be doing longer.
Yeah.
But yeah, I had a shocker yesterday. Just nothing went right.
Oh, really?
It was awful.
Okay,
Yeah.
what happened?
Just like as soon as I
shift down into first gear.
I couldn't, like, my legs were corked. I'd done too much during the week, and then I didn't recover properly. And you just think you're right. You'll be fine. You'll be fine. Just start pedaling. You'll be good. And I had nothing. So we did that. Came home. Tried to redeem myself on a run. That was awful. So I just gave up.
Day's done.
The day was not a win. So, but
I don't know how you
days
guys
like
do
that
double.
happen.
Like, I've been trying to add like double sessions in lately, just to like, because I have children. I just want to like fit it into the day and then rest the next day, so you don't even have to think about training. Like, these guys are doing like doubles, going for a swim. Like, once my heart rate's up for the day, you're not seeing me.
I'm the
ever
same.
again for
Yeah, I'm the
whole day,
same.
You know,
Yeah.
like if I have to warm up once, I'm not gonna warm up again for the day, right? And these guys going for fucking morning swims, 10Ks or whatever the fuck you swim.
Yeah.
The
And
swims
then
are
you
low
go
heart
for
rate.
100Ks in the afternoon. Like, where do you find the time to do this?
I got no
like-
kids.
I know.
I got no kids, so
Fucking hell.
I got a lot of time. Work kind of takes. Hopefully, Pete, my boss, doesn't watch this, but work just gets in the way of my training now. It's just annoying. You just want to.
Be so much better being a full-time athlete.
Oh,
eh?
It would
God.
be.
Just have a nap
I
after-
need people to start paying me just to
Yeah.
train. Hopefully, I can come to an agreement with Pete where I don't actually have to go to work.
But then I think the downside would be if you're getting paid as a professional, semi-professional athlete, way more pressure to perform, though, right?
Oh, dude.
Like, then
Yeah.
that's the downside of it.
Yeah, I like doing it. Yeah, because like I said, like I want to enjoy it, but
Yeah.
I think if there was an expectation to perform, I don't know how I would handle that.
But you know what's more
I'd be
pressure?
stressed.
More pressure is like working a normal job
Yeah,
and fucking having to
Yeah.
pay your bills because you're a fucking loser. And you didn't train hard enough when you were a kid, you know?
Yeah.
Like think about these kids these days. Like, they can do whatever the fuck they want.
Just be a YouTuber.
They can literally, like, if I was
Yeah.
a kid now, if you zapped me back to when I was 10 years old, I would get my dad to lock me in a golf course and never let me out. Like, for fucking 8 hours in a row, you know? And you had all this time, all this energy, space, support to do all this shit.
Do you think that would be a happier life, though, if you were like so super focused on one thing?
I think someone needed to tell me back then that this is temporary and like you're putting work in now, and when you get to 25 years old, everything's the same. No one's doing anything different. Like, I reckon
You haven't missed out on anything.
You haven't missed out. Like, when you're a kid, you were 18 and you were like, oh fuck, if I don't go to this party, I don't go to this thing, I'm gonna miss out and no one's gonna like me or whatever. Like, dude, you could have gone missing for 7 years and you'd come back and
People
everyone
would
would
have
be the
liked you
same.
more.
Yeah, and then you're fucking rich.
Yeah.
And you don't have to worry about anything. You've
Yeah.
achieved your goals. Like, it's.
I feel like it's like that
Hindsight.
for every generation, though. Like, you want to tell the younger people. I'm sure all the people wanted to tell us. Like, it's just, you just have to learn it your own way.
They should have told us more aggressively, I think. Like,
I would have rather I'd rather grow up in the 90s though than now.
100%.
Like I wouldn't be able to handle the type of like all the social media pressures and everything of
Yeah.
the young kids now.
Growing
It's
up
a
in the 90s is the
catch-22.
best.
It was the best. It was the fucking business. It was
was.
so much fun.
we were very lucky.
Yeah.
You could
But at
be
the same
wild,
time-
and it will,
But you could do the dumbest shit
Yeah.
as a kid, and you don't have to worry about it being online.
Yeah.
You just
Yeah.
people will tell you like, "Oh, you did this." You're like, "Yeah, whatever."
yeah, it was just a
Now
story.
It's just like if everyone's filming, it's all everywhere. You're just like, oh.
yeah.
You know what's cool though about now is that you get to build a brand on whatever the fuck you want. Like,
Yeah.
if you're not even an athlete, like, let's say for me, if I was playing baseball growing up, let's say from 12 years old, right, from now, I'd be building my brand about myself as a baseball player.
Yeah.
On Instagram.
It almost
on
wasn't a thing
YouTube.
back then, though.
No,
Like,
we didn't have any access to
Instagram
that.
and stuff.
You know, we didn't have access to how good Olympic lifting might have been for a baseball athlete or whatever it is. You know, because if I did CrossFit back then, I would have been 10 times better of a baseball athlete. But we didn't know that. We thought everything was just like right in front of you, and it was like you do what your coach says, and that's gospel. Even when coaches like selected teams, you used to look at him and be like, oh, this guy probably knows exactly what he's talking about, and then you grow up and you realize he's fucking Johnny's dad from from
He knows
year
nothing.
8. He knows fuck all, and he's probably the most like senile fucking dude.
He's actually an
You know?
alcoholic.
He just wants. It's like you didn't know back
see
then
it.
what
Yeah.
like these kids are like pretty woke now. Like they
Yeah.
know a lot and they're very smart as well.
Yeah, they definitely know what they
know?
want.
Knowledge is
Yeah.
so much more accessible, right?
Yeah.
Like it's just
Back in the day, we were just told to grow up, get a trade, and
Yeah.
that was the
Yeah.
best thing to do. I fucking hate my trade. My God, like
Sorry, Pete.
sorry, Pete. Trying to fit in like training and then being a tradie as well, it's cooked.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
In
you got a physical
don't
job.
know.
and
You
Yeah,
got a
you still
physical
gotta-
job,
do that.
train before, work all day,
Mm.
try and train at night. You're just fucked.
That's actually the
rather give-
superheroes is the fucking tradies that work all day.
We are
And
we
then
are
they-
heroes, yes.
And then and they come in at 4
Thank you for
p.m. and
recognising
do
it.
like a CrossFit class or ride and then run. Like, what the fuck?
yeah,
Yeah, you're burning a lot of energy on days like
Like,
that. That's
yeah.
for sure.
Wow.
Yeah.
And have families. Like, wait till you have a family. You ain't gonna
yeah.
run it.
Cheers.
Well,
I'm alone, I know.
it could go the other way. He might be running more. Okay. Let's round it off with, which is probably mostly members here I can listen to it. Tell us a little bit about what's coming up for the Open. What do people want to, like, I saw you post the other day, you know, I think you're trying to recruit some hybrid athletes to do it. What's the Open for you? And yeah.
The Open is coming up in 4 or 5 weeks. We do it every year. We are not currently affiliated anymore, but we represent CrossFit Athletic when we go to Torreon, which is great because we love athletic. We started there. Everyone sort of built their whole CrossFit career around there. We get both gyms just like together. It's like a big community
Same
event.
as you did last year.
Same as we did last year. And then in the process, we like train at Athletic as we lead up to Torian and all that sort of stuff. So we're trying to get a team of elites. We've got Georgia, who's come from Solshed. We've got Cherie and we've got Oscar, who's just gone through a life transformation of a lifetime.
He just walked out before. Fucking daddy's
I
jazzed.
actually don't want to fucking
Oh my
stand next to
God,
him anymore.
no.
He's been training hard.
Yeah,
He's been
he?
training real hard.
which has made it really hard for me because I can't just
I heard you got demoted on the worm the other day. You're not even at the
Yeah.
front
I'm
anymore.
at the back of the worm now. But it's like it's probably going to be bigger than it's ever been here. I think that people are starting to come back around to CrossFit in the sense that it is accessible, at least to all of our members. You know, like we teach them the basics. It's not anything crazy. It's only 3 weeks, so it's not very intrusive into people's lives anymore, or as intrusive as it was for the 5 weeks. And then for the quarterfinals, I think we're running a tribe comp on the same weekend as the quarterfinals. And the thinking was that most people aren't going to have access to the quarterfinals in that sense. So we're going to put on something that people can sort of look forward to after the Open and in between Torian and the Open. And that will probably be our focus from then, you know.
Cool.
But
And why should people do the Open?
I think they should do the Open because it's literally the most basic movements that you can think of. Like the most advanced movement might be a muscle up, but it's going to be at the back end of the 3rd week, you know. And in any case, you can scale any movement to suit you. You might not get the same. I might not get reciprocated on the scoreboard because you've done a scaled workout, but it's not about winning. It's about like participating with a bunch of people that also feel the exact same way as you do, you know? Same way as people go into a High Rocks event and they're like shitting themselves that they can't run 8Ks and still push a sled, you know? It's no different. Push-ups, burpees, like who cares if you can't handstand push-up? Just fucking do a push-up.
It's going to be wall walks anyways.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. I think that people are looking at CrossFit in the wrong way, and people have for a long time. You know, they look at it as something that's very elitist, and it's so far from that. When you really look deep into like the affiliates and the communities that are involved, like we are. If you've hung out with many CrossFitters, we are the opposite of elitists. You know, besides for the top 1%. So I feel like the more that we can desensitize the whole thing and make fitness be fitness again, then, I mean, the better we're going to be off in the long run, you know?
Yeah. That's it. That sounds good. Guys, thanks so much for having a chat again. We're back on recording. We'll have to
Thank
do
you.
another one later on the track when Alessio
Maybe
does
we'll do the 100.
After his ultra.
I'll
the
be like,
back
See how he
ultra
feels.
of the 100K.
We do it the
I'll be in my
next day.
wheelchair.
Yeah, sounds good. All right. Thanks so much, guys.
Sweet.
Thank you, Kimbo.